be starting here in a minute or two as soon as I can get my YouTube stream to work. Sorry for the echoes, getting all things set up. I've got like 3 places I'm streaming to. Anyways. Good morning. My name is Jasmo and today I'm going to be inking this page. I'm starting a little bit early because I need to split my day in half because I'm not going to be here this afternoon. So I'm going to do a couple of hours of inking and then a couple hours of gaming, lunch, and then errands. Let's see, this is page 5 of part 2 of my comic Hope. I've been slowly chunking away at it, and I am streaming this so that I may actually get it done because I've been procrastinating like a mofo on it. So this is usually what I get from Chandra is this page, and then I resize it as needed and ink it from there. And it is early morning for me, so I am still eating breakfast. I still have my morning voice going on. And I am tired. We stayed up really late last night. Yeah, I might finish her thing. I might finish her arm, or I just pop it out of the frame a little bit. I might pop her hair out of the frame and her little butt out of the frame. Yeah, so alright. Large lines here. Set up our little inking tool. We want size 3 and red. Size 3 and red. Oh, and we want to save. We want to save this. Let's see. Hope part 2, page 5, please. There we go. And I have page 4 up right now. This is what I did yesterday. Well, I flatted it yesterday, inked it, and then flatted it. So let me pop out some chat windows here so I can actually see what I'm doing, or at least see the people that are in chat. Let's see. I'm just gonna close that one, and I'm actually gonna close my YouTube too. No one ever chats in YouTube, which is fine. If you do ever chat in YouTube, you might want to go find me on Twitch, Jasmo Colors. That's the easiest place for me to see chat. There we go, all set up. Anyways. This is what a finished comic page looks like. Well, at least on my end. It still has some lettering to go. But for the most part, it is done. Let's see. Yeah, and I already got the border set up, so this page is pretty much already set up. I'm just gonna steal the color palette from here, make copy, hopefully paste, yep. Make it a new layer, and then call it the color palette so I don't lose it. Palette. There we go, so I don't lose it. I'm gonna turn it off for now because I don't need it. And move it up in some arbitrary corner out of the way. Alright, and then close that other page, because we don't need it. We don't need it anymore. Okay, paths tool. We're gonna ink the paths tool. Actually, usually I like to put in the border first. The borders first. It looks like Hayden got a new haircut. That's alright. Let me check something here real quick. Sorry for the delays. I'm not put together this morning. Hadley, Hayden. I knew it. I can't even remember my own characters' names. Hadley and Hope. Hayden. My god, okay. Hadley. Hope. Hadley and Hope. It's basically just Hadley and Hope in this, alright. Jeez. Alright. Minimize this back down. We need, panel lines. There you go. Panel lines. Panels. And I usually do that in green. And I usually do that in size 2. Still use the paths tool. The only reason I wouldn't be putting in the panel lines is because there are some outside the panel lines that I want to emphasize. Like, yeah, I think I'm gonna stick her hair out, but may or may not go outside the panel. I don't think it will, but Hope's arm is definitely gonna go outside the panel. Definitely gonna go outside the panel. I'll try to grab some oatmeal here. Okay, making sure everything else is A-okay before I start. We're just gonna start up here. Click, click, click. That's all we're gonna do. Here, here, and then probably here, and then for an arm there. So with this large line, I'm just gonna be doing the silhouette of the girls. Have it be a really thick outline to give them some weight in the page. There we go. That's a shoulder. Could probably bring this in just a touch here. An elbow. She is wearing a jacket, and it's a mildly thick jacket. You know, I keep forgetting to mention where the comic takes place. It actually takes place in Regina, Saskatchewan in Canada. Which, in my comic is actually, Canada is New America. Because that's how many people fled America at the time. Alright, this lovely window. Stroke with ink, please, and poof. That's not the right size. So, we're gonna up the size and go over here to edit, and stroke path, ink please. There we go, that's much better. Much better, I thought something was off. Okay. And then we do it again. And then we do it again. So, this is like her hand, maybe, yeah? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna have to tweak that a little bit with the other lines. It's alright. Let's see, alright. Now, Chandra is the one who does pencils for me, and I actually give Chandra, like, full freedom, full reign. I just give him like a generic scene. I just say Hope and Hadley are standing talking to each other, and then he chooses the angle. you know, everything else. Everything else. And it makes writing a lot faster and easier for me. But sometimes there can be like misinterpretations because English is not Chandra's first language. He lives over in India. But that's totally fine too. I actually am totally going with the flow on anything he sends me. I've only had to make like slight little minor tweaks to some things. So it's more of a collaborative effort. And music is brought to you by Monster Cat. The music is brought to you by Monster Cat. I do not monetize my videos, so I actually just can use their videos for free. If you do monetize your videos and like to use Monster Cat, you can buy a license from them to do so. So they don't do a copyright claim on your video, but since I don't monetize, they can copyright claim all they want. All they want. Oh, okay. I stayed up really late last night playing Star Wars The Old Republic. SWTOR, or SWORTOR, as I like to call it. Let's see. Oh, Hadley got a new haircut. I'm sorry. It's a morning. It's early morning. I haven't gotten through all my chai yet. Let's see. Here. Yep. And like so. Yes, I can. There we go. Okay, sorry, just fixing a window. I don't want Hadley though, huge butt. Let's see. That should do. Oh, that should do, okay. Okay, there. And yep, alright. That's actually where I started. Oh, my bad. Click, and then, yeah, sweet, okay. This way, this way, this way, this way, this way. And nose and lip. I'm down front here and collarbone. Work for me, shift button. You can do it. Can't do it. Shift. Control button. There we go. My buttons. They don't always want to work for me. Fingers. There we go. Okay. We'll come back up here. Nope, yep, fix the hair. Hadley, not Hayden. Oh god, so early. hello. Good morning. Hello. Oh, it is very early morning, and thank you for sticking with us last night on SWTOR. We just apparently really like the game. We like to have something to play. It's our hobby. We haven't had like any good MMOs to play for a while. And we hadn't played Star Wars in forever, so we restarted. We're deep into it now. And yay. And save. Save it, please. Thank you. I'm still eating my breakfast mac. Alright, so I have that outline done. I just need the rest of them done. Oh yeah, that's better. Okay, let's see. This, and then jacket, and we're gonna do this elbow. This little cuff thing. Hurt. There. Oh, it's always good to get things done before the boss starts panicking. Face. Okay, her hair is kind of flippy out. There we go, flippy out there. Here, up, down, over. Yep. Oh, sorry. I'm a touch bit stuffy. I guess her ponytail. It didn't fall out. I'm just gonna put her ponytail holder back in. There. That'll be the ponytail holder. I'm probably going to be extra slow on reading chat today, so please be patient with me. I'm going to stop right there. I know I should probably, I can continue on to Hadley. And my dilemma is, do I make this that really thick red line or not? And I think I should, because it's a brand new person, but I really just want to do the silhouettes, so it should actually be a size 2 instead of a size 3. Alright. So, apparently my mom came over on Friday to do her little workout, and she arrived before I was done streaming. And she actually left before I stopped streaming because she had to use the bathroom, so she just went home. She forgot to text me, so I totally thought she just had skipped her workout on Friday, and I didn't even text her because in my family, if you don't text or contact someone, you're totally fine. It's when you do call someone that things are not good. So we have that little weird thing. She came over yesterday to work out, all congested up in her chest and coughing, and I'm like, you're not working out. Your illness is in your chest. You're not going to work out. She told me about Friday, and I was like, I feel like a jerk. I feel like a complete and total jerk. Like, but she didn't bother to text me that she was coming over early or anything. I'm just like, oh my god, Mom. Need just a little bit warning. I'm wearing a headset. I cannot hear the doorbell. I can't hear anything. trying to get my morning voice out by talking, but it's not working. It's gonna need a lot of warming up. It is not working. Let's see. Pop that out and pop that in just a little bit. I'm gonna save it. Little there, and a little tweak right there. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, my mom is like a 10-minute drive away from where I live. So I often do favors for them, and she's been coming over and working out using our equipment. She had her hips replaced last year, so we're doing upper body workout while she does physical therapy. She had a tune-up surgery like a month ago, a couple months ago. So she's doing actual physical therapy for that. Yeah. And then she's just coming over to get some upper body strength back. And as soon as she's cleared from her physical therapy, she'll start doing her lower body workout here as well. So she usually comes over like Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. After she's done teaching. Yay. Yay, an outline. Which I can actually continue from here inward. Face, chin, neck, shirt. Hadley's gonna do like a few costume changes, I think, in the next couple pages. I think as long as she, has the same colors, it won't be a problem. That, or I'll try to tweak the inking when I get to it. Pulsage, hello. Hello. Hopefully I said that right. If I did not, please let me know. Sometimes it takes me a while to get names down. But hello and good morning. I'm Jasmine and I'm inking a comic right now. Listening to Monster Cat. For some upbeat goodness to keep us awake so early in the morning. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna save, and then fix. Oh dear. Where's my brush? There's my brush. If anyone has any questions or comments while I'm inking, please feel free. Chat, speak up, hello. However you like. It may take me a moment or two to see chat, but I'll answer eventually. Oh dear. Just a little bit of breakfast left, and then it's just chai. Alright, set that off to the side so I don't keep looking at it. Alright. Let's see. Up there, there, and do this. And then this. Okay. if there's anything you'd like me to talk about while I'm inking, like what I'm doing and whatnot, also let me know. Otherwise, I'm just gonna kind of taper off on talking. And hopefully not get too into work that I stop seeing chat. Let's see. Okay, so her ponytail is like down here behind her collar. That's fine. Up and over. All the way here, all the way here. And I don't mind repeating myself. I do not mind repeating myself. So if you're afraid that your question has been asked before, please, you know, just ask. I think I had a little bump here for the collar. Yeah. It's like, on some pages, jackets are really detailed, and some pages they're not, but it's a beauty of comics. I think as long as I keep colors consistent for characters, yeah, everything's fine. There we go. Sure I'm on the right layer. Okay. Sucks when you're not on the right layer. Oh yeah, turn up your volume. Turn up your volume. Okay, that's good, that's good. Everything's good. It's hard to hear when you have your volume turned down. That's totally fine. Like I said, I don't mind repeating myself. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to post in chat. Yeah, I actually got a new headset with a mic so that I could be heard, because I had bought just a microphone, like a desktop microphone, and it turned out to suck really, really badly. I could not get it to work properly without, like, sticking it right in my face, but I can't hold the damn thing and work at the same time. So I sent it back and used the refund money to get another headset, the same one that I use for my gaming streams. Chin. That's a complicated area of the face. Like, from like the brow ridge to here is like the most complicated part of the face. Oh, but I don't talk that loud. Well, my volume is actually up all the way for my streamer. Hopefully you can still hear me over the music. I may also not be talking very loud because it's morning. And I still have morning voice. Let's see, over. There's your little ponytail. We're gonna de-emphasize the ponytail a little. Arm, there. Pull this out just a bit. There. We're gonna go back over here. Oh, we're gonna go all the way back over here. It's weird streaming with music. I've only done it like twice now. I keep thinking I need to fill the silence, but I don't. The silence is already being filled. Thank you. Thank you, Pulsage. Let's see. The character designs are actually almost entirely left up to my penciler, Chandra. I basically gave him some generic details, like Hadley is a lady with short hair, and then he just went and did whatever he imagined for Hadley. Hope, I gave him a little more details because I wanted her to have somewhat of a specific look. But everyone else, everything else, I leave up to Chandra to interpret on his own. So like on the previous page, there was a group of people, and I'm like, there's at least an old lady and like a butcher type guy, and then a shady looking guy, and then, you know, some other people, and he just ran with it. He definitely enjoys the freedom. I actually asked, because at first I was writing really specifically for the script, and I finally realized that I should probably ask if he wants more or less freedom, because one, it would save me time, and two, it would probably he'd probably want to actually draw more if he could do what he envisioned instead of trying to follow my vision. Because really it's like the narration of the story, or like the dialogue is all I really care about. The visuals can be interpretive however. Hair, let's see, hair, ponytail holder. I think this is the ponytail holder right here, so there's that, and that. Yes, please. Alright, so now the pencils. This is what we have so far for the really thick outlines. And these people are actually, like, they're in the background, they're not very important, so they might actually be a different size line. This comic is just gonna have lettering, no motion involved. Can I resize this window? No, it's just gonna be like that. Okay. And actually most of this comic is gonna be like narration, not so much even like dialogue between characters. There's gonna be a lot of narration, which is actually a lot of Hope's inner thoughts and what she's perceiving. Let's see. Pulsage, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Glad you found me this morning. Let's see. Hadley. See, Hadley's hairstyle changed, even between panels, but that's alright. It's gonna be the color that keeps things consistent, no matter what the girls look like. There we go. And Pulsage, if you actually like what you're seeing now, part 1 is being posted on my DeviantArt page, and there is a link down below for my DeviantArt page. The comic is called Hope. Let's see. You go to my DeviantArt page, and scroll down a little bit. Yep, there should be a little box that says Hope in it, and it has like 9 out of 12 pages of part 1 posted so far. If you want to read it. Don't need to. No pressure. Erase that. Like, the first few pages are really slow, of course. Of course, because it's set up. And they're like super cliche, but it's set up. Like, once those really boring first super cliche pages are out of the way, then the fun starts. The thing that I find interesting about the comic anyways. But that makes me sound really arrogant as I'm writing the comic and I'm like, this is super awesome. Like, it's probably not as awesome as I think it is. On my DeviantArt page, down below my video, there should be a little green icon that looks like an equals sign with a slash through it. And then on my DeviantArt page, just scroll down until you see a box full of comic pages, and the box is labeled Hope. Let's see. You can also find me on Patreon. I've been leery about advertising, hey, I'm on Patreon. Because, you know, it's Patreon. And I'm pretty much a nobody. With zero experience. Let's see, we're gonna actually have Hope's hair come down right here. And then brow, and then nose, lip-ish. There we go. Tilt my phone up so I can actually see it there. Coat, collar, and there. It's pretty wordy for a comic since it's going to be mostly narration, very little dialogue. Little tiny space. Just have to remember that that's hair up there. That is hair up there. Okay. There's the ponytail holder. There it is. And, her hair is definitely gonna be straight. Definitely gonna be straight for me. Let's see. Hope is like Japanese French. Or French Japanese. Her parents. Her mom's the Japanese and her dad's the French. But those are loose terms. Loose terms. That's just to help me with like hair color, eye color, skin color. And she almost looks like she's Arabic because her skin is so dark, but she's outside a ton, so she's just really, really tan. Sweet, I got all the outlines, Let's do the medium lines, which we knock down a peg here to a 2, and then we also find Mr. Blue lines for this. Alright, I'm actually going to take a really short break, really short break. I will be right back. Alright, Pulsage, I'm glad you liked it. Gonna fix my nose. There. Gonna fix my nose. We are all fixed up here. Medium lines, go. Let's see. And my medium lines are to outline objects. So things like clothes, hair. Let's see. Things like that. Alright, Pulsage, thank you for stopping by this morning. Have a good day at school. see if I can fix this here. It's all kind of weird. All kind of weird. Maybe. No. Just don't bend so much. There. And then this. And then this. Probably that way. Yeah. Okay. Oh, oh, no, oh, no. I did not fix everything. I did not fix everything. Oh. There's straight lines everywhere. There. Much better. Okay. Do that, and then... Fantastic. Awesome. Alright. There's that. And then... Let's see. Let's do the easy one. Sort of. It's not really easy, but... Alright. Not too bad. Okay. There's that. And we'll do hand up here. This. Let's see, I think I'm only going to be streaming till about 9:30, which is about an hour and 10 away. Actually, I might stream just until 9. Not sure yet. Not sure. Oh. Let's move you up here. Okay. And, ooh. Fix that. There. And I'm gonna put the arm in. I'm gonna put the arm in. Here. With one of these, and then also one of these. Along nicely. Let's see. So this is Hope's arm, and it'll be difficult for me to put it in shadow, so we're just gonna make a line and call that like the cuff. So we can differentiate between her hand. Possibly. Let's move that up. Move that up. Her hand and the rest of her arm. Let me check something really quick here. So, just open. Just frickin' open, please. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, Hadley looks totally different on the cover of this thing. So here's the cover. And this is Hope over here on the left and Hadley over here on the right. She looks quite different. Oh, alright, Mac, the idea, the concept for this whole thing originated with me, and then my friend Ronnie Macy helped me flesh it out into like an actual story, because all I knew is that I wanted a girl who suffered from night terrors, but she was also kind of like a Batman character. Batman character, I guess, in a sense that she would fight crime. Except the story came out as she's a girl with night terrors, and she lives after, you know, after all the final wars are done. There's not very many people left on the earth, and those that are left are searching for like the high technology that was left behind from all those wars. And she lives in a village that protects like one of the last stashes of this high technology. And of course, there are people that want to get it, and she's gonna end up being the one. I think she's gonna feel the responsibility to go and take care of it. And of course, her parents are still alive. She's not like the oldest person in the village. There's like 500 plus people that live there, but her village is really big on like self-sufficiency and self-reliance, that they will approve of it in some fashion. I don't think she'll be going alone, so the story won't be entirely what I had originally come up with, but I actually love that idea better. So Ronnie helped me flesh out the first part, actually like the overall arc of like the first, I guess, chapter, really, because part 1 doesn't end with how much we fleshed out. I think like part 3 or 4 does. I need to fix this arm. I need to fix this arm. There. Yeah, and actually, let me finish this, and I will pop up the original concept art for Hope that I made. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny, so let me find it. Hope. Let's see. Please open with this. Yep, this is the original concept art for Hope, and she was actually originally called Hoagie Girl, because I worked at a gas station that also, it had like a small kitchen and they made their own food. So I got, you know, bored one day and just started sketching, and, you know, since I was making sandwiches, I'm like, Hoagie Girl. And of course there was an evil villain, the French bread Avenger, and then there was like the masked Queso as like the sidekick to Hoagie Girl. But I liked her design so much that I wanted to turn her into like a superhero. And so I did this Hoagie Girl that turned into Hope, that turned into plain Jane non-superhero Hope. This gal. So yeah. And then Ronnie and I fleshed out this little storyline to go along with it. And then actually Ronnie suggested Chandra to me for drawing, for pencils, and I took her up on that, and Chandra and I now work together, and Chandra's currently penciling part 3. Yeah, I think it's part 3. Yeah, I just got the first page for part 3 not that long ago. And each part is like 10 to 12 pages long, and that's anywhere from like 5 panels to like 10 panels a page. Yeah, the only bad thing is, like, I don't want to spoil it, but I want to talk about it, all of it. Like, no spoilers, but I want to talk about all of it. It's terrible. It's frustrating. It's an odd journey from Hoagie Girl to Hope. Yeah. It's weird, because I don't think I've ever done that to a character before that I've come up with, even like out of jest. Usually if I come up with a character and like, that's solid, that's concrete, that is what they are right there. And they will stay that way. It's not, oh, I could use this for something else. Yeah, and originally Hope was going to be like this really angry, bitter girl, but not outwardly, just inwardly, but she's actually turned into a nice young lady. So she's not bitter, she's not angry. She has suffered a lot because of her night terrors. Her night terrors, she actually feels all the physical pain that comes with it. It's pretty terrible. But her mom and dad are very supportive. They've helped her a lot. Her grandma tried to help until her grandma passed away. All this is in part 1. And so Hope has to deal with this mostly on her own, because no one really knows what it's like. But she found out that what triggers her night terrors, which can happen during the day, is mainly smells. Sometimes colors, sometimes visual cues, but it's mostly smells. But the people have learned over time that Hope gets a tell when she's about to have a night terror. And then they like give her space, because sometimes she just kind of freezes in place and just stands there. And then other times she'll move around because she's trying to fight off whatever is, you know, coming for her. Yeah. Okay. That should be good. Hadley should be good. Alright. I might give some background on Hope's actual village and how it's built up, because I don't know if I really go into detail in the actual comic about it. So of course, the timeline is all wars have ended. People used kinetic bombs as like the final thing to just devastate everyone, and everyone got devastated. America is like not even on the map anymore. It's gone. And so there were a whole bunch of people that fled up to Canada, and it eventually became New America. So we don't actually know what year it is. It could be hundreds and hundreds of years after that final war, or, you know, however. And, like, when that final war happened, we don't know. But, as I keep saying, there's high technology. So I'm thinking the final war kind of happened after we had, like, sci-fi-like technology. Yeah, and Hope's village guards it, and Hope's village totally understands that, you know, technology, it's not evil, but there's a lot of people that shouldn't have it. Of course, there are pockets of the US that do survive, of course. It's like all the major cities have been totally devastated. And I wanted to use kinetic bombs so that there's like no radiation or mutants or anything. It's kind of a boring after effect, but I think I wanted people to have like relative safety and nothing too weird going on in the comic, because the focus is around Hope and her community and how they deal with things. So Hope's Village is actually just outside of Regina, Saskatchewan in Canada. Like, Saskatchewan did get bombed in this comic, but not with a really big one. So the outskirts kind of survived. So like, there's remnants of the college there, and like most of the police academy and the airstrip survived. And that's where Hope's Village is set up, is like around the police academy, just outside the main city. Yeah, I did skip the zombies and mutants. I kind of didn't want anything to do with them. Not because they're like cliche or whatnot, I just didn't want to have the extra added stress. Because it would suck for Hope if she had like a terror attack while she was getting chased. Or something, or there was an attack, and it would just be bad. So I skipped that part of the drama because the focus is on the people of the drama. Anyways, you can pull up a map, a Google map or Bing map of Saskatchewan, and I actually am using that map to build up Hope's Village. I've never actually been there, but I remember I did a report on them in like grade school, a report on Saskatchewan, and that's why I chose it for the setting of this, because I did a report on it for grade school. I hope they don't mind. And plus, there was a really nice setting, because like right near the police academy, there's a couple houses and there's a river, and behind them is like all open fields. And I'm like, this would be a great spot. Yeah, I've been to Canada, but like just on the north side of the border of the state that I live in. Yeah, and only like 45 minutes in to like the smallest town, and it was only because my dad's like, you should go to Canada. I'm like, okay. Because we were traveling for some other reason. I don't remember what, because we were really, really young. I was young then. But yeah, I did a report on Regina, and that's why it is the setting for the comic. That, and it was actually a really decent location to have like a village stronghold set up. And it would also make sense, like, if the police academy survived, then, you know, of course there would be policemen, right, that survived. And since they're right next to the airstrip, any planes that may have landed, they rescued those survivors. And there's like a huge cultural mix in Hope's Village, because there were, you know, some international flights, some people were traveling for business, but that was a really long time ago, like generations ago. So now there's just a whole slew of different types of people that live there. And that's why Hope is like French-Japanese. There we go. I think I will do one little spoilery type detail. It may not even really be a spoiler, but of course, you know, when a sickness runs through a place and there's not a lot of immunity, bad things happen. Hope is actually part of a generation that mostly didn't survive because of an illness. When they were like kids, like single-digit kids, maybe between the ages of like 3 and 7, like 80% of the kids died. They just got dead because they fell sick, and only a few survived. So on the previous page that I flatted yesterday, there's a whole bunch of people that Hope starting to interview for an actual job. Work for me, mouse. Oh god. For an actual job in her village, simply because there aren't as many people her age that could take the job. So Hope is interviewing outsiders, and this young lady, Hadley, is actually perfect for the job. Where am I? What am I doing? Those are the great questions. Where am I and what am I doing? There. Get that sleeve. Now I need to stop talking so I don't ruin everything. Not that very many people are actually going to watch those afterwards on YouTube. Have some surprises. It's been so difficult not to talk about it. And it's been really difficult not to just keep posting all the pages that I have done. Because I'm on a schedule. I post like every Thursday. And on Patreon I post the next page a week early. So if I post page 9 on DeviantArt, that means I post page 10 on Patreon a week early, because that's pretty much all I can do at the moment for anyone, if anyone ever like comes along and gives me $1 once a month. Because I'm actually waiting on Chandra to do some like reference pictures that I can turn into like actual bios, and those would probably also go on Patreon as like little tiny rewards. Let's see. Face. There we go, face. And hair, and hair. There we go. See how this looks? Not too bad. Not too bad. I need a little liner here. For Hadley's coat thing, shirt. I may as well do these people here outline. Lily's hair here. Over town. Nice. Like the song. Turn that up, alright. Really glad I don't have a webcam. Yes, let's see. In terms of posting, I'm almost done posting part 1, since I'm doing a page a week. Let's see. This week, 10. Great. 10, 11, 12. So the last page is actually going to be posted on October 1st for part 1. And I honestly want to just keep posting if I can. And I tried to have things done ahead of time. I really tried to have several things done ahead of time. And if I can keep with this and send this batch off to my letterer, I will stay that way. But yeah, you kind of want to do comics like people do TV shows, where they make the first season, and while that's airing, they make the second season. Or even before the first season airs, they start on the second season. So you have a nice backlog. So you can always keep with that consistent schedule. And that would probably be my biggest amount of advice, is keeping with a schedule, and to do that is to just make a huge ass backlog so you can just keep pulling from it. So pages that are absolutely done. All of part 1 is done, and I'm currently doing page 5 of part 2. So like the cover and then pages 1 through 4 are inked and colored. I just need to send them to the letterer. And so my actual due date for the letterer to have at least the cover done is October 8th. My mouse stopped working. There we go. It's October 8th. Which, you know, seems like really far away, because that's like 1, 2, 3 weeks away, but that's scary for me. That's really tight for me. Especially since, like, my pencil artist and my letterer, they have real jobs. They have real daytime jobs. And so they have, you know, a whole other 8 hours they need to dedicate to something else that isn't my comic, because they don't do this for a living. Can I get everyone? Yes. Alright. So my hope is that I can consistently make these, but I have fallen so far behind on my backlog that I may take a break until I get like part 2 done, and then also part 3 done, like totally done. Just so I can have that safety net of backlog again. That would probably be my preference. That would be my preference. Because I really like sticking with a schedule. On my DeviantArt, I have like a rock solid schedule because I have so many things that are ready to post. Cause like every Monday I post like an old picture I made in like MS Paint. And Tuesdays are like, they're kind of a mixed bag. It's either like traditional Tuesday or something. Right now I'm posting like old college pieces that I did for like assignments. And then Wednesdays is usually like a coloring video. And I have a huge backlog of coloring videos. Thanks to Watch Me Work, because I colored a whole bunch like a couple weeks ago. So I had like 10 videos in backlog. So that's like 10 weeks worth of videos. And on Thursdays I post, you know, Hope, and then on Fridays I post something else that I've written. It's a chapter and an illustration of a subject I will not publicly talk about. Oh, noes. That's okay. I'm gonna call that last one okay, as is. Okay. So if you plan on doing a webcomic, and like you already have the story, it's not based off of like pop culture and whatnot, like Penny Arcade, I suggest making a ton of pages beforehand. Like, the only bad thing is like keeping track of them. I have trouble keeping track of where things are. So like, on that subject that shall not be named, I'm writing like the 7th book, and I'm only posting the 4th book. And they are books. They are book-size projects that I started when I was like 18, and I'm currently 28, so 10 years. 10 years worth of project. And of course I did some rewriting once I found out that when I was writing when I was 18 I was really idealistic and Mary Sue. And it was terrible, so I rewrote that and I started posting it at the beginning of this year, and I've been posting a chapter a week. And I'm slowly like eating through all the chapters and everything else. Like, oh crap. I'm not quite out of my backlog for that, but I'm pretty damn close. Get up there. Yeah. I try to give myself some buffer so I have time to work on multiple projects at the same time. But Hope is falling behind on that buffer. So just to keep the pressure, yeah, just to keep the pressure off. Ooh, I like the song too. I'm gonna probably take a break after posting the first part. Yeah. And get part 2 and 3 done before I start posting again. That, or I might just, because seasons take breaks in between shows, right? There's like a season of this show and they take months off, and then there's the next season. So I might take like 2 months off in between each part, no matter where I am in the backlog, just for like safety's sake or something. I think that's everything for the medium lines. I think I can finally put my panel lines in. Alright, Anyways, I keep saying backlog. Make a huge effing backlog. Mainly because, like, one of my favorite comic artists, Abby Howard, who writes and illustrates The Last Halloween, she's currently making pages as the week comes up. But for her comic, it's not 3 panels. Her comic is like 4 or 5 pages each update. I'm like, good God. And I think that's the same with Erica Moen, who does Oh Joy Sex Toy. Both of those people I don't think have backlogs. Erica might, but I know Abby does not, because I watch her on Twitter. She's like, no update this week, I've been lazy and procrastinating. But of course people are like, that it's totally fine. You know, it's totally fine. Because art. People who like things will definitely wait for them. And whatnot. But like, I have no fan base at all to speak of for this comic, so I just need to post like on a regular basis as much as possible to, you know, start getting noticed, to start building a fan base. It's just like on Twitch. If you start streaming every day at a certain time, you'll start just catching people. You know, and you'll just start building, not really a fan base, but like, almost like a community, without even really trying, as long as you're consistent. So, that's the idea. Panels, what did you do? I didn't skip the line, that's alright. That's alright. I mean, size of my brush, please. There we go. Okay, and yeah, through here. Through here. Okay, and then get rid of that. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. So, all good. Like, now I'm just gonna start repeating myself if I keep talking about it. Backlog! Always backlog. What may be even more important than a backlog, though, is like, make your pages and let it sit for at least a few days, if not longer, and then go back and look at them, or go back and read them, and see if you want to change anything before you post them. Because, like, you may come back to it like a year later after you posted it and go, oh my god, I wish I would have changed, you know, this guy's eyeball, or, you know, this piece of dialogue. Yeah. That's the only bad thing. You know, if you don't go back and look, you'll never know, and when you do go back and look, you're like, ugh, maybe. And it's not always the case, and it usually is for me, but usually not for other people. This is also a good song. Yeah, because I realized, when I was flatting the page I was yesterday, I'm like, I don't want to have these people have this conversation, this arbitrary conversation. I want Hope to narrate why she's talking to these people, and then, you know, her opinions on these people, because there's like a kid in there that kind of snuck in. So I'm gonna go back to the script and make it so Hope is narrating instead of there having this really weird dialogue about veterinary stuff.
You sexy beast.
Yeah, that's what I did with my book project. Is I actually let it sit for a little bit, and then right before I go and post it, I read back over it again to see if there is any little thing I want to tweak, and there usually is. Like 100% of the time, there is something I want to tweak before I post it and, you know, go live with it. But it's like little tiny things, because the chapter is so close to what I want it to be already. which is like lucky. Let's see. Fix this. There. Yeah, and this. Nope. Yes. Letting things stew for a bit is probably the best advice I could give anyone. Might actually move these two over. I might actually move these two over. If I can.
You sexy beast. You sexy beast.
Yeah, we're gonna move them over.
You sexy beast.
Put them center there. So you are the blue. Merge, and then merge there. Well, and then also save. Okay. Good, good, good. Except I didn't finish the detail lines. Oh god. Oh god, no. That's alright. We can fix that. We can fix that. There. There, all fixed. Alright, small lines. Oh, 9 o'clock. Let me at least make the new layer. Make the new layer. And that's where I'm gonna call it for today. I almost got done inking. Almost got done inking. I might finish inking later today. Oh, stretch. Oh, Mac, thank you for sitting in with me this morning. And for anyone else who is watching or is seeing this on YouTube, if you'd like to know when I go live, you can follow me on Twitch or on Twitter at JasmoColors. I stream work in the mornings with music and games in the afternoon. Right now I'm playing Dragon Age Origins Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Starbound on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm actually going to go play Starbound now because I'm going to be out this afternoon, so I'll be able to stream during my normal time. So thank you everyone again. I will see you guys all next time.